Good afternoon, sir. I'm Unnati Subedi from Group 4, and we have chosen Aurobindo Pharmaceuticals for our supply chain company. I would like to start this presentation by introducing supply chain. Supply chain basically is a network between a company and its suppliers to produce and distribute specific product or service. It also involves the steps taken to get the product or service from its original state to the customer. We know that supply chain logistics is the backbone of the global trade. It involves transportation, warehousing, and inventory functions. It is important to set up an efficient logistics network while minimizing cost and delivering top-notch customer service. Aurobindo Pharmaceuticals was founded in 1986 by Mr. P.V. Ramprasad Reddy and Mr. K. Nityananda Reddy. It has a presence in key therapeutic segments such as cardiovascular, anti-diabetes, gastroenterology, antiretroviral, etc. It is also the market leader in semi-synthetic penicillin. Today, Aurobindo Pharmaceuticals has evolved into a knowledge-driven company, manufacturing active pharmaceuticals, ingredients, and formulation products. It is basically research and development focused and has a multi-product portfolio with manufacturing facilities in several countries. Through cost-effective manufacturing capabilities and a few loyal customers, the company also entered the high-margin specialty generic formulations segment. Aurobindo Pharmaceuticals achieved revenue of $26 billion in the fiscal year 2017 and 18/18. It exports to over 150 countries with 90% of revenues derived from international operations. So we know that it is a pretty big player in the supply chain game. The core strengths of the pharmaceuticals and involves operational excellence, service delivery, scale, diversity and leadership, and also patient focus. I think patient focus is the main core strength of this pharmaceutical. It is one of the largest R&D facilities in India and focuses on, most importantly, product development, ensuring wide and diversified basket of products and confidence of customers. Now I would like to call my friend to continue this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you for the introduction, Unnati. Myself Sriharsha, and I am going to share my views on this project and observations. We have taken the supply chain data of Aurobindo Pharma from online and used Excel and Access to organize and analyze the data. From this output, we have made some observations. Over here, we have attached all the dashboards and inserted a slicer for country and vendor because we want to reduce the delivery time, shipping cost, and increase purchase quantity and so on. So when we select any country on the slicer, let's say Kenya, it's gonna show us the charts related to Kenya. And if we can also select any vendor and it's gonna show the data related to Kenya and that vendor. On this sheet, we wanted to find which vendor is delaying the shipment and who is making faster deliveries. As we can see, S-Buys wholesaler has faster delivery time and Aurobindo Pharma is delaying the shipments. We can see that on the average number of days delayed column. And on the next sheet, we have delay by country. Here we wanted to determine which country is getting late deliveries and which is getting faster deliveries. So we can take the ideas from the country which is getting faster deliveries and use it to the country which is getting late deliveries. Here we have the number of days shipment is delayed or earlier according to the item wise. So from the average column we can see this certain drug has been delivered late and the above drug has delivered faster than scheduled date. Coming to the next sheet, we wanted to find which transportation mode has faster delivery and found that ocean transport mode is delayed on an average and air charter shipments have been delivered earlier than scheduled delivery dates.
Hi everyone, thank you Harsha. This is Manish and now I'll do the next findings in a detailed Excel sheet. Delay by country, transport mode wise. We generated this pivot table to understand which transport mode is used for each country to deliver the order. From this result, we can understand that air charter mode is used to send Rwanda before 81 days for the assigned time. So we can use this time to send it in ocean, the seaways, so we can cut the cost for the air charter mode. And so we can send the shipment through the seaways. And air mode is to send Congo. It is taking 26 days. Delay. The shipment is getting delayed. We think that this issue is by manufacturing delay and we need to look into that. Sales vendor. This table exists to give us a clear picture about which vendor is making more sales and who is making less sales. We know that as we can see here, SCMS from RDC is giving more sales, whereas Pharma Direct is giving very less sales. So now we have to find out to give a better sales from other companies too. Unit price by item wise. This pivot table is designed to determine which vendor has better pricing for all the items on an average out of all the vendors. As you can see here, Aurobindo Pharmacy has very limited pricing compared to other vendors. When it comes to Pharma Direct and S-Buy Wholesale and SCMS from RDC, Aurobindo Pharmacy Limited is giving very less price in all drugs. So and the highest price is given by INC coming in the last, and they have only one drug which is costing 0.47, and the same drug is cost 0.12 in Aurobindo and 0.35 in other vendors and 0.37 in S-Buy Wholesaler. SCMS from RDC is also giving at 0.12, which are same with Aurobindo Pharmacy. Weight versus cost. This worksheet is constructed to analyze which country is buying most quantity of 3 selected items. Here we can see that there are a lot of countries like Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, South Africa, Swaziland and Tanzania, even Uganda. Among these all countries, South Africa has more imports. Value versus insurance. This pivot table is all about the average insurance that is spent on different items from their value. Here we identified that Lamawuddin 60 tablets has the highest value and therefore has the highest item insurance in all other drugs. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Akhil and today I'm going to talk about Access and how we used the Access in our project to analyze the data. Coming to access, we have created 6 tables, 4 queries, 4 forms and a report. But I'm going to skip the tables part as they have already been covered by my group mates in Excel. Now coming to queries, we have 4 queries based on the 4 tables, and the first query is based on the first table. In this query, we have given a certain criteria such as the shipment delivery date, which varies from -5 to -20, as you can see in this, which means -5 means it is 5 days early and 20 means that it's 20 days late. And after giving this criteria, when I save it and run this, you can see that the table has been organized according to the criteria that we have given. And the same thing goes with the other 4 queries. They have all been given a certain criteria and they have all been saved, like as you can see in the left hand side of the page. And now coming to the forms, there are 4 in which 2 of them are charts. The first, this and this. So this is called a classical chart and this is called a modern chart, and the rest 2 are the detailed info which we are going to talk about it later. And coming to this modern chart, in this chart we can see that the countries are placed on the x-axis, and the sum of the weight that each country has ordered has been on the y-axis. And this is how the graph is when we run it. And coming to these forms, we can see that this form is based on the first table, and this form is basically nothing but the organized data of table 1. And we can see that there are 44 pages in each thing, and in each page the detailed information about the company, the number of days and the average number of days is shown. And it has almost 44 pages, which means there were 44 columns in the first table. Coming to the report, this is the report that we have created, and it shows us about all the data in a single page of the first table. And these are the products that we can see, and these are the number of average days or maximum or minimum days that have been delayed or they are early. So this is the report that we got, and thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Ramu Ainapudi. Till now my colleagues discussed some observations and some charts and access to the my company manufacturing site, which is Arvind Pharma Limited. So this is the manufacturing site, and it has some 6 vendors, and the 6 vendors is sending to some 30 plus countries the vaccines and equipment. So we have observed some drawbacks or some issues in the deliveries to the destination countries. So we have some countries are getting late deliveries, and some countries are getting early deliveries. So in some instances we found some countries are getting early deliveries as well as some getting late deliveries. So why? So there are different transportation modes that are included in this scenario, like air charter, air, shipment, like seaways. So we can use different transportation methods to draw the conclusion. So what we can do is like we can use the strategical team and tactical team and operational team so to determine how well we can send the deliveries on time as scheduled. So as we see, some vendors like one S-Bice wholesaler is sending 127 days late to the destination country and 155 days early to the destination country. And we can take another example, it's like SCMS from RDC. This is a vendor and sending 186 late to the destination country and 148 days to the destination country, 148 days early to the destination country. So by observing these points, like we can improve the the method of transportation and then the infrastructure that we're using right now. So we can change some infrastructure and we can send the deliveries on time. And that's everything. Hope you like it. Thank you.